So another list been released by PRS about the top 10 female and male dates. Let's have a look at that. So we're looking at number 1, Kylie Minogue for me. This is a bit weird, but the reason why I would put her right up there is because I watched her as a child in Neighbours. She was your first crush.
You see, and not only that, she was the girl next door, and there is a very sort of attraction to the girl next door. It's a sense of it being, she's attainable, potentially, even though obviously we know she's not. She is attainable, and also she's single.
Yeah, well, I realised that, you see. And then second in the list was quite a surprise, but not really when you think about it sexually, Shakira.
Well,
now for me, it's, you know, it's all about that booty, isn't it?
She's very sexually explicit and very sort of flirtatious and very Latin American. So there's a very sort of hot rumbling there. So yeah, I can see why Shakira gets people's pulses racing.
And another, well, a brand new entry, even doing better than the Kings of Leon, Katy Perry, right up there at 3. Now everyone knows she's my favourite because, like you say, that attainability. And also the cheeky...
She's a bit of a naughty girl.
Yeah.
And I think men often get attracted to that sense of rather naughtiness that's there and a bit risque. So
she looks a bit wholesome as well.
Yes.
So she seems wholesome, but she's got that naughty side.
Yeah.
Kind of like the perfect girlfriend for me, if you're watching. Duffy coming in at 4. Now, is that a musical thing? For me, I think it can only really be the sound of her voice.
Exactly. She's got an extremely sexy voice because that slightly broken, husky voice. It just does play straight into people's sort of emotional centres, and I think that's probably why she's in there. And also those who like a bit of a throwback to the 1960s sort of feel.
Yeah. 5, Britney Spears. No surprise there, really. But for me, she's never done it for me. But what is it about her? Do you think it is still harking back to those school days?
I do think it is that first video that she did, dressed in school uniform, and this is it's a very common sort of fetish or fantasy for men. So probably plays into that. I think in reality, I think Britney Spears would be a bit of a handful.
Now Beyonce's that typical starlet, a 1950s starlet, isn't she, in a modern world, and that's what I think we find attractive about her in the same way we would about Marilyn Monroe or something like that.
But actually, if you look back at Beyonce, she had quite a raunchy beginning, but yet is also a very sort of elegant and sort of classical woman, as you say. So I think there's that mix with Beyonce that people find very attractive.
We've got Rihanna at 7. I don't understand that. I mean, it's not. she's clearly just a popular vote on the current climate.
She's a very beautiful lady, but yeah, very popular. And whether she'd still be there in 10 years' time, I don't know. Her stability.
Mariah is at 8, and we all know why Mariah's there from a male perspective. Having seen her in the flesh, then she deserves to be in the top 10. But do you think? I mean, that's definitely a physical thing.
That
right?
is I think, a physical thing. She has a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a diva, apparently. So whether again she'd be a bit of a handful.
And again, I would imagine that's quite attractive.
Well, it can be again because it's a lot of men get attracted to what you might class as a high maintenance woman. A lot of effort has to be made, and a lot of men like that. It's the chase. It's coming back to, having to woo the ladies to really win her over.
Okay. Leona Lewis, again, a new one. Maybe, we won't see her again. But at 10, Madonna. It amazes me that she's stayed so long because she's not the best looking kid in the bag, is she? But she's just reinvented herself sexually for so long.
She has done. She did sex before a lot of people did. I mean, when you think back to the conical breast costumes and the very suggestive, she's extremely fit and also very sexually out there. So in a very powerful female way, and I think that probably is what attracts men.
Okay, so that's the top 10 female dates. Don't forget to check out my opinions on, or jealousies on the top 10 male ones.